yes, we can get stories of others or our own stories as well. For example, I can give an example. Now I'm going to personal story. Good bell, by the way, has at least 7 seconds of resonating. Not good bell goes bop. So it goes like this. 1982, June. I remember the time, it was in the summer, I think it was the 15th of June 1982. I've been on a very small, narrow beach in an island called Corfu in Greece, which is in between Italy and Greece, beautiful island. A lot of olive groves, green olive groves from above, and then there was a cliff, very narrow shore, and on this shore all kind of young people of my age, 25, 20, 26, all those young who like to gather where adults are not there. We've been there, and the time didn't exist. There was the morning, then the sun went up till the noon, then it went down, and it was the opposite of any kind of working with a clock. And we have been there, more or less. And I started to be friends, I became friended with few other young people like me. Now between them there were 2 English people. One day we are sitting on the sand toward the end of the day, doing basically nothing like we did the days before. And then from far away we see a man is coming toward us, and from time to time he's stopping, going down, taking something, putting into a small plastic bag, and keeps going. And again, collecting something, another something. As he came close, he was one of those who lived on the beach. Now one of the English people called him, he knew him, say, "Simon!" I have the story till today, it's called Simon. "Simon, what are you doing?" In a bit mocking way. And Simon says, "I'm cleaning the beach." I say, "Why should you do something like this?" And Simon says, "Because I like to sleep on a clean beach." And then he said, "I like to leave every place I'm coming to a bit cleaner than before I met it." Now it was a timing. The timing was such that there was a quietness between us. Whatever he said went in. The next day, Simon already left because people were staying few days and going. But the next day in the afternoon, not 1, 4 people are walking with plastic bag, starting to cleaning all the cigarettes that were left there, and the small sticks and whatever. 4 people. A day after, another person joined. Then I left. Now, if nothing changed, till today, probably there is a tradition that it will continue. What caught me, or most of all, was not the fact that he cleaned the beach, but he said, "I like a place to be a little bit better than when I left it." He didn't say, "I'm going now to clean the whole beach." Just a little bit better. Years later, I thought that he had the wisdom for the whole human race. Because each generation, today it's the other story, but if each generation will clean a bit better, not only the physical planet, but let's say the way between people, the way of honesty and so on, a little bit more for the next generation, this planet still has a chance.
Yes. Yes. And I'm thinking of Russian dolls because there's stories within stories, isn't there? There's Simon's story, there's your story, there's the guy you were with, and there's the story of that place. And many stories are like this. There's a meeting of different elements that produces another story. It's not one story. It's the meeting of things that makes stories so special. And that is a special story. And it shows also that the other things that can be in, I mean, there's qualities in that story. So there's always qualities. But sometimes a quality seems to have this partnership with a principle, which is an attitude with, like you said, I want to leave a situation better than I found it. I was thinking the last few days, because a lot of people are concerned about the state of the world and problems, and it's easy to go down that track. It's difficult to go down that track too, by the way. But I was thinking, how important it is to make a decision, to want to, when you meet people, to try to find something light or bright or something, a moment of humor or something. So you leave that situation a bit lighter and brighter than you found it, and be not that you're making people a project of your own, but you would want that you in the exchange things become lighter somehow in the sense of encouraging, inspirational, humor. That you would want to have that effect into the world and help other people. That sometimes a smile, sometimes a wink, sometimes a comment is enough to lift us back out of a certain zone. And again, it's the meeting of different threads. Because I think in the end we have to decide what kind of overall type of story I'm telling with my life.